This demo of CLI, raku module CLI AWS EC2-Simple. I'm the author, I'm P6 Steve. Here it is in Raku land on the right hand side here, and you can dig through there and find it easily enough. And here's my AWS EC2 console. So what I've already done is, per the instructions, is I have apt-get update and apt-get install AWS CLI. This is pretty much a Unix only solution, and AWS configure sets my configuration, so my username, my password for AWS, and so on, my login credentials. Then I'm going to install Zeph install CLI, blah blah blah. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do straight from GitHub because I'm still waiting for Zeph to get it going, and then you'll see it going there. Right, so we're in, and it's installed the script raws EC2. So I can go raws EC2 list, for example, and it's going to run, and it's going to tell me I ain't got nothing. If I take off this filter, no instances. Okay, so you can see that over here. So let's take it stepwise. First thing I should do really is just look at raws EC2. It's going to give me my thumbnail of the description of what I can do with it. So I can just run one of these commands: list, launch, setup, connect, state, terminate, nuke. I can put in a particular ID if I want, otherwise the script will remember the previous ID I used. And then there's a few subtle options in here we can talk about now. Let's leave that there. Okay, raws EC2. So NSU means I'm not going to do a setup right now. I'm just going to launch a new instance. While I'm doing that on the left there, you'll probably watch that going on. I can dig in here and I can show you what's happening with my elastic IPs. So I have one elastic IP set up, 149, and my security groups. So I have a security group called MySG, which has some rules in it, which are port 80, here we go, 443, 80, and 22 are the kind of defaults in here. You can see on the left that I'm actually launching my new instance, so I should be able to go back over there now, look at my instances, and just probably want to refresh that, and there it is. So I've got a running instance here. Okay, and it's giving me an SSH command. I can just plug it over here, and then I can, I'm right here in the Ubuntu instance right now. Okay, what else can I do? I can do state. It'll tell me the state of this instance. Obviously, I've got the ID as well. What else? I think I mentioned before. I can do state list, terminate, and so on. EIP, yeah. So let's do a different one. Okay, let's just do straightforward EIP. This is going to be like a full fat version of launch then. And EIP is for the elastic IP address to be associated. So this is going to create a new instance again. This time it's going to take our elastic IP. It will create an elastic IP, in other words, associate it with our account, and then assign it to the particular new item. You can see here what I'm doing is kind of a busy wait, so I'm tracking the status of the build. So I think it should say over here it's pending. So you can see that. So we just every 5 seconds we're having a look to see if it's running yet. And then because I didn't put NSU, it will go ahead and do a setup now on this account. So what are we talking about with setup here? So the setup is installing basically a few key things into, so it's opening a connection between the script and the new instance, and it's setting up Raku, it's setting up Docker and Docker Compose primarily, also sets up Zeph. So it's those 4 things. So now we have here you can see them going in here, and it'll just take a couple of minutes to do that with our new instance. Okay, so now if I go back to the top window here, I can go raws, list that. And I should be able to see the equivalent on the right hand side here. Cool, okay, and I can put in a particular, so if I go ID equals and put in a particular connection string. I'll just pick on that one, and then I can say connect, for example, and that's going to give me back the connection string to that particular. Oh, did I do it wrong? Okay, for now, just for the purposes of the demo, I'm just going to hit connect, pick up the last one. Maybe I miscopied that thing in. Down in the window below, you see we're still doing the installation here, so it takes about a minute or two to do all those installations. So here's the connection string for this particular instance, the last one we did. And if I go ls here, you can see I've got I've loaded, I've actually dumped in setup PL into the home, which is home Ubuntu here. So if I just cat that, then you can see here these are the instructions that are being fed into the shell to set things up. Don't know if that's actually going to finish, but you get the idea. It's in progress. It's doing the setup. It'll come back when it's done at the end here. Other things I can do there, if I want to stop spending money, I can go RAWs EC2 pre-confirm and nuke, and then that's going to just kill everything that I just did and take my my account down to empty again. So let's just check it did that. Okay, sure, everything's shutting down. Thank you very much.